so excited to celebrate her victory of writing and publishing her book. So with that, we don't have any copies to share today because we've literally just hit publish, and they will be available in the next couple of days. And that link for purchase will be available as well. But what we'd like to share is just how Wanda has come to now and how long she's been working on her book and a little bit about her book. So I just want to highlight Wanda today and say hello to my Facebook friends and my network and introduce you to Miss Wanda. So Wanda, if you don't mind, just share a little bit about who you are.
Thank you, Coach Keevy, because all of this would not be um, come to fruition if it wouldn't been for you and your belief in me. So I'm Wanda Kyle from a little bitty town in northeast Mississippi, Nolta, Mississippi. I am ex-Mennonite, which means I have a whole lot of self-esteem issues that I had to break through to get to where I'm at. And if you see any Mennonites, ex-Mennonites, ex-Amish, you will see that is the theme throughout all of our lifeline. And thank God I have broken free from that. I'm no longer held in that bondage. And that's a little bit of who I am and where my book came from. So I am a wife. I have 4 babies. I'm a personal caregiver, and I love helping people. I love sharing what God has done for me and what he can do for each and every one of us. I started writing my book when Coach said, stop what you're doing, let's do something different. And I wanted to write my book to share stories of us as our childhood as Mennonite, how we worked, what we did. But I also wanted to share the bondage we were in from our complete domestication to breaking free from that domestication and being free in who God intended for us to be. And that took a long, little bit of a journey. Coach, do you have some questions you want to ask me?
I do, and thank you for sharing all about you. And by the way, you were a little bit of a firecracker before you met me. So you had already broke free a lot of things on your own. Just super proud of you and that I know you and all your story because I've read your book, and the audience is going to love it. So let's talk about then the journey of writing your book. How long has it took you? What were kind of the first steps and stages? And really, because there was a lot of emotion in your culture and going back, some things you did like opening the box of pictures and things like that.
So yes, just I had all these stories, but getting them on paper, I was really scared. It was a process of getting away from knowing that I had the 8th grade education of the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic, and just getting those words on paper and going back through the picture books and looking at those and reliving those stories and putting them on paper. Also having a coach who said, look, don't worry about it being perfect the first time. Let's get it on paper, look at it. We may have to pull back out some more pictures, and we did. Just taking the time to get it on paper and then working through what you've gotten on there. And that's one thing I've had to really work with, and having many coaches and editors to help me do that, is get it written and put in a good format for a book. I mean, you can write stories, but if you don't have some sort of format to work with, knowing your chapters and your endings and that kind of stuff has really helped me figure those things out.
So with the CCC and the coaching, that you've had, you feel like you've had a team of people that's been able to dive in and help you.
For
You want to
sure.
highlight those people right now?
I do. So Crazy Cat Mac has been fabulous in helping me structure the book.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine Hagler has been an awesome editor, like the best. She didn't take my writing, which was very rural, and change it up to make it very sterile, I guess is the word. Like she didn't change my structure of the way I write and the way I speak. So she left that, but she changed up the grammar and what it needed help with and punctuations and all those kinds. And she was fabulous with that. Nicole Connor had the most fabulous details on the book cover. So if you love my book cover, that was all Nicole Connor. I didn't tell her what I wanted. She did it.
Wow.
So, and of course,
Now, I just said, wow, I didn't know that she did it for you. That's pretty cool.
yes, yes. So I cannot say enough about Coach Kiwi Whitehead. She is the backbone of this book. Yes, I wrote it. Yes, it's my stories. But if she would not have been here every step of the way, it wouldn't have got where we're at. So here's to you.
Oh. Well, Wanda wrote every word because, maybe I helped pull you along, but Wanda, this book is yours. And how proud of you, of yourself, and Jeff are y'all of the work you went through. And this is, by the way, guys, this is an emotional book. These are stories, real stories of Wanda. And anybody's childhood, if we go there, there's some rough spots, right? I mean, we can all relate. And that's why I know this book will relate to everyone, okay? But there's like such a happy ending. There's such a happy ending. And in the end isn't here. Wanda's still writing her stories. But to go back and
For
pull
sure.
all that out is very emotional. And I know that when we finally, like you and I, we would work hard, then we'd be down a week. Work hard, be down a week because of the emotion, physically, the toll it took on your body. And then when we came here for
Yes.
the weekend and camped out and we really got your book, we really just put it right in front of us. You were physically sick for 2 or 3 weeks. So
I was.
the battle scars, right, of what we've went through and now to hit and publish. Can you talk to the
Yes.
audience before we like really promote your book? Because I'm like super excited. I hope everybody picks a copy up. You will have belief in yourself when you're done with it. Like it will empower you so much to go live the life God called you to live when you're done with Wanda's book. But talk about if anybody was out here thinking, I've got a book inside me. Okay. What if they were thinking that? What would you say to them?
Put it on paper. Find that person that you can talk to, whoever that is, and have them talk you through it. You have to have that person to talk to. And this is something that I have not talked about this time. But Coach and I would get on the phone and I would start telling her stories that I had forgotten about. Just having that person to talk to and tell those stories to gets it back into your head and gets it where you can put it, and it makes it where you can put it on paper. Um, of course, when I first started, I was like, but I did it. I wrote it. And yes, I had to go back and clean it up, but that's part of it. That's the process. You have to start. It's like anything. It doesn't matter what dream you have to start somewhere.
Mhm.
And every dream changes. So start writing the book. If you have a book, if you feel like, even if it's just a story, get that story published. Just and give yourself that belief, that strength in yourself. And then go for the big goal of telling your story. Because guess what? Everybody needs to hear your story where you came from. There's someone out there that can learn and be inspired by the life that you've lived and what you've grown from.
Agreed. Agreed. Good stuff. Okay, Wanda, tell us a little bit about your book.
So my book has funny places in it. It has serious places in it. It starts back to when my great grandparents moved around from Alabama to Mississippi. So there's pictures of my great grandparents. There's pictures of their life in Alabama. There's it's a good bit about the Mennonite belief. And then it transitions into just my life with my 7 siblings at home, and the garden and the jobs that we did and the little stories that we lived through. It's like, how do we survive? But we did. And we're all healthy. And just breaking free from all the emotion that we were holding in because of our childhood and the way our lives were, to finding love and being married. So
now, where can someone find your book in the next couple of days, Wanda?
they can find my book on Amazon, and they can text me or private message me, and I will have some copies if they'd like to get them that way. And if they do, I will sign them and send them to them. But there will be copies. I mean, you can order any copy off of Amazon and in the next couple days when they release it.
And so there'll be paperback version and Kindle version or ebook, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell us
there
about
will
that.
be.
What's the title of the book?
So it is called Mennonite Stories, a story of hope over circumstance. And the reason it's going to be in paperback and Kindle right now is just in paperback, but once it's approved, then we'll load it up in the Kindle, and you can just order. You'll be able to read the first chapter for free, so you get a feel of it, and then you can order the full copy on Kindle.
And people can message you. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So people can send you a private message, and you would sign them a book as well and mail it to them.
Yes.
It'll cost a little more because you've
sure.
got to pay the shipping and all. Yeah. And then,
Yes.
and then they could message me, and I could turn them over to you. So if you're watching and you're my Facebook friends, because I tagged Wanda as well, feel free to message me, and I will make sure that Wanda gets the message to you for her book. Okay, so last question. Let's talk about, and I don't have a book in front of me, but I can see it. Let's talk about the branding of your book. Can you talk about that real quick before we hop off? Your branding,
as in what?
Yeah.
Yes. So there is a peacock, and there's an Amish dress, but the peacock picture or the peacock feather is my branding all over because of the infinity and the I in it. And don't ask me how, but Nicole pulled all of that out from knowing that I love God, and something about the eye and the peacock is like the all-seeing eye of God. And then it has the infinity circle for love. So if you have something that you would like to, let's see, how do I say this? If you'd like a particular thing, or you're trying to brand yourself a particular way, Coach Kibi and Coach Nicole is the people to be talking to, because they can bring it out of you, get what you need, and put it together. And you're like, I never even dreamed that's what I needed. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful.
Right.
So,
I love
yes,
your
that's
branding.
what mine is. It's peacock. Yes.
Yeah. And it also relates to your coaching program that's coming soon as well.
Yes.
I don't think you realize that. With the eyeball.
Yeah.
Do you realize that?
I did not even think about it. Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I know. That's our inside joke,
That's
I
a
guess. Yeah,
story
that's
for
only
another
inside
day.
because Wanda doesn't just realize that. Wow, I love it.
Wow.
Okay, well, everybody watching, this is Wanda. Be sure and friend her, follow her, get a copy of her book. When she gets her books in the next, I don't know, 5, 7 days or so, and I'm ordering one too as soon as it's live. When we get our copies, we're going to do another live. We're going to hold them up. So we'll do another live on
Yes.
Facebook to introduce Wanda and her book. And we just wanted to grab you guys today, say hey, and let you know that we are published. I know many of you have been waiting on this moment, and Wanda is live. We wanted to be live by Valentine, and we were. So we wanted to come share this with you guys, and we're so proud of you, Wanda, here in the CCC. We're so
Thank
proud
you.
of you. And yeah, keep the dream alive. Anybody can go do something big if they stay consistent and they don't let their excuses stop them. Anything
Yep.
you want to share before we
And
leave, Wanda?
sometimes there is one thing I want to share. Sometimes, because I had planned, I had hoped to have this out earlier, but guess what? God's timing is better than my timing.
Mm-hmm.
His is perfect timing. So we have to, if things don't go exactly like we have planned, guess what? There's someone greater than us in control of that. We just have to do our best every day, knowing that we've done our best every day, and He's in control of the rest. And you can do it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. See ya. Still recording. Hold on, it's still recording.